Hello and welcome everyone, I am Madals and welcome to another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today guys, I've got a best of one game and well, I'll introduce the well-known player first. It is between aTnClouD, the blue Terran player in the top position. Well, they are up against EuphAmoment? I don't know, but I'm going to call him Moment because Moment is a lot easier to say. And, well, he's the red Protoss player in the lower position. That, of course, means that we do have a TvP. Now, what does that mean? What does that have in store for us? We could see anything from a fast expansion out of both these players to a 1-1-1 timing out of the Terran to a 4-gate out of the Protoss. There's options everywhere. And isn't that exciting? Because when you've got different options, you don't know what to predict. And that adds a bit of tension. It adds a bit of confusion. It adds a bit of suspense and drama, which, of course, we all know and love. And it makes it all a lot too exciting. Now, if I had to put my money on either of these two players going into this game, it would be Cloud. Obviously, just because Cloud is really quite well known, really good at the game, and generally there's a big line. And this is, of course, assuming the Moment isn't someone I should know about, or if it's just a Smurf account or something like that. But I don't know, which is probably quite bad. But if I should know who that is, or if you know who that is, then do leave me a comment in the comment section below. Looking here in terms of Cloud's opening, he's got the 1 Rax coming down. Could be a 1 Rax command center. It's a very common opening. Meanwhile, 1 gate, 1 gas out of the Protoss. This is all good. The scouting probe on its way over. And what on earth is that? That is a pretty cool little critter. I like that. That was awesome. But anyway, back to the game. The probe coming over, going to get a good scout off. In terms of strategy, Cloud almost certainly going for 1 Rax command center opening in the moment, just due to the fact he's got no gas down. And of course the probe is going to come and scout that out. We'll realise what's going on. We've got this single pylon coming near the front of the ramp to get scouting information if anything was coming to push up or anything like that. That's all good. The cybernetics core coming down. In terms of strategy, for a moment we could see anything literally now from just the 1 gate into an expansion all the way up to a 4 gate. That's still viable with only the 1 gas. Looking down here, well, it looks like Cloud, I rightly predicted, is going to go for a 1 Rax command center opening. I love it. I think it's a great opening because it gives you a couple of Marines out to hold off early aggression, means you're safe in case anything's going to come and kill you, and also means that your economy is pretty good. And generally it's the jack of all trades build and it works really nicely, and the follow-ups are very varied and you've got lots of different options. Now this probe here is worrying. He's either from the gas company and clearly does not like that pipe, or he's coming down here to chuck a proxy pylon down at some point in the future and be like, herp, derp, I like killing stuff. Now, my concern, obviously, for the Protoss is, well, there's just the 1 gate down at the moment. There's no sign of an expansion. Could we see a 4 gate? It's possible. Who knows what else we could see? We could see just the Nexus go down. Everything could be fine. It could just be quite a late Nexus. But, well, what have we got? We've got a pylon. Oh, it's the proxy pylon. This is always worrying. The Nexus goes down, though. So this is quite confusing. Just like, I'm going to build a proxy pylon and then a Nexus, because that's how I roll, pretty much. So, of course, 1 gate pressure has never been known as being highly effective. It just isn't enough to put on the pain, but this could get followed up with a delayed 4 gate. That's always a possibility. That's still pretty painful. Not quite as bad as just a conventional 4 gate, but it's still enough to make you scared at night, especially if you're a Zerg player, or that is really a scary thing to come up against, is a delayed 4 gate, because you're like, I'm safe, they've expanded, and then you're like, oh, I'm dead. And that's always a horrible feeling. Your heart drops and you just wish you could go back and start again. And of course that's something that Heart of the Swarm is going to allow, or they were looking at allowing that, obviously, is the ability to restart from any point in a replay and to be like, I want to go from here, and try and find alternatives to the build that happened, which I think is a really awesome feature. I don't actually know if they're still planning on implementing that. I know things have changed, but if they are definitely still doing that, what do you guys think of that? I think that's an awesome feature to allow you, if you get just flat out beat by something, you can try it again. So if you had a bit of bad micro, but you're like, I think I still would have lost, you could just restart and do the battle again to see if you could have basically done something better to deal with it. So I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, looking around, what else have we got? Well, the Nexus is obviously chrono boosting our probes as it should be. The double orbital command down, the 2 barracks added onto the 1 that was already there. Stim started, 2 bunkers down, so really quite a defensive build. We've got 2 more gateways being added on here. We've got the robotic facility there as well, so sorry, 1 more gateway, 2 gateways total, 1 robo. So this proxy pylon is what's confusing me. I'm like, what was this proxy pylon even for? What was its plan? The stalker's sitting there near the front. Is it probably going to just come and chill down by the third? Is going to chuck down another pylon just because? We'll wait and see. Meanwhile, in terms of the teching up, Cloud getting his factory out. Judging by the fact he's got 3 racks though, that factory is going to be used for nothing other than teching up to a starport and building add-ons, and then finally going on the perilous journey across the map to scout, because that's what factories are for. Why build an observer when you can just send a building? It's always a better way to do it. Quite often, if I don't know where to go, I just pick up my house and fly it over and have a look around. I think that's at least what Apple Maps did in order to get such brilliant mapping software to the iPhone. But anyway, internet jokes are coming out now. But anyway, looking around, we've got 3 more gateways on their way. We've got the Robo just chilling there, the Robotics Bay on its way out, so of course Colossi are going to start hitting the field shortly. We've got the second bunker completely filled, a lot of Marines out, but nothing but Marines for the time being. There's literally just 23 Marines, the first Marauder half done, and of course that's fine because Moment isn't doing anything aggressive at all. He's just literally building drones and teching. Drones and teching and drones, and everything is fine. In terms of the worker count, 45 to 45, these two are exactly equal worker numbers. They're both going to have to look at taking a third base at some point soon, because they're reaching that point where they're oversaturated. I mean, already here you can see that even if you take the mules out, that there's oversaturation at Cloud's natural base. If you take out the 3 for the second gas, he's still 1 over complete saturation. His main base, I believe, is oversaturated. Or no, he's 1 short there, so not perfectly efficient mining. That's always a shame to see. But down here, perfect there for Moment. What about at his natural? Ah, perfect again. So he's sitting there at the 45. He's like, I'm at 2 base full saturation. Cut that pro production and just be like, yep, I am gonna make units, and units are good. Now, I'm interested to see this factory coming this way. I'm just like, factory, where are you going? Factory, you want to come down here, come and check the third. But no, he's gonna just go the like little side route, just round the edge, make sure he's not killed off by any stalkers, and that's fine. He's a cautious factory driver, because why on earth not? You are driving a building after all. Looking down here, obviously the second Colossus has just popped, the third one on its way. It's not, yeah, it is getting quite a boosted now. That is all good, and well, a push incoming, but of course the observer has seen it, or the stalker has seen it rather, and everything is fully aware. And well, is Cloud going to be able to hold? Well, is Cloud going to be able to push rather? He may be able to. 2 force fields going down exceptionally early there. They were super early force fields, but again, buying time for that third Colossi, which of course, once you get up to 3, it is the magic number. It works very, very well, and it becomes a lot harder to take out with just infantry alone. The Zealot's clearly a bit suicidal, poking forward, just trying to get a good scout out of how much of an army's there, what have I got to deal with, what's the Marauder count like, what's the Marine count like. But here we go, it looks like the engagement's going to go. The Colossi are a long way back actually, they're going to be late to the party, and well, a couple of force fields go down, quite a few stacking up, but the Colossi, they are from the high ground, that is a good place for them to be. Some more force fields go down, 1 falls very, very quickly from great focus fire out of Cloud, but the rest of his army is melting very, very quickly, and this push gets shut down incredibly well by Moment. The rest of that infantry incredibly low on health. The reinforcements getting picked up as they come in, and of course that is never a fun sight to see. The medevac is there, but the rest of his infantry coming around from behind, and I can't help but feel Moment maybe overextended himself slightly. Perhaps he would have been in a better spot just holding back, trying to play it safer, but it looks like counter-aggression is what he's aiming for, and Cloud's rally point's still not being fixed, so many units for nothing but 3. In terms of the loss tab, quite similar actually. Cloud losing only 100 less resources than that of his opponent, so that is pretty close to the time being. Meanwhile, we've got no production at all. We've got proxy pylons down, we've got some more stalkers warping in. This counter push is looking pretty good actually, and can Cloud hold? Well, by the looks of things, he's going to really, really struggle. He's pulling the SCVs as a little wall of damage, but those Colossi are able to do so much damage. They're picking everything off. So many SCVs getting killed by those Colossi. One on 8 kills, 1 on 13 already. This damage absolutely huge. Of course, the bunker getting repaired as quickly as possible, but of course the SCVs just tumbling down in numbers, down to 40 already. And well, this is becoming a bit of an issue. The Zealot's going in, but Cloud leaves the game, and Moment in what was a really nice defense, really good play. Cloud overcommitted, and he bad rally points, and surprisingly loses the game. So guys, if you did enjoy, please like the video, subscribe, leave a cool comment, yada yada yada. But most importantly, I hope you did enjoy, and I will see you tomorrow for yet another new cast. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.